Come out today for a little bit of fossil hunting. Let's have a look about and see what we can find. I've also got a really exciting fossil to show you at the end of the video. First thing I'm going to do is have a walk over to the boulder, just in the background over there. An absolutely massive piece of cliff that fell out quite a while ago, but it's really interesting to see. Here's an absolutely enormous piece of shale or piece of cliff that's fallen out. Fell out quite a while ago and probably came from this corner up here. It's one of the biggest lumps I've ever seen that's come out. It's incredible what the power of the sea can do. Just goes to show how important it is to always stay as far away from the cliffs as you can. So whilst the sea probably washed this out, there's also big lumps that just fall out on their own when you least expect it. Now let's have a little look across the beach and see what we can find. It's a nice little selection of fossilised compressed ammonites here. Completely flattened, as you can tell, but they look pretty nice. Gonna have a slow walk across just to begin with. Let's see if we can spot any fossils. So many pebbles to look through. It's quite possible I'm gonna walk over a couple. When I find one, I'll stop the camera and you can see if you can spot it as well. Okay, there's a little fossil in this shot. It's not an ammonite though, it's something else. So this fossil over here, this is some fossilised coral. It's a really nice pattern. I'm sure it would polish up really well, but I'll leave that there. There's also another fossil in this shot. Can you see where it is? And this one I'm looking at is over here. This is one of the belemnite fossils. One of these squid-like creatures. You can see here the belemnite guard, and there's the phragmocone at the back as well. As you can see, the phragmocone is really calcified. Not a bad little piece. Again, that's one I'll just leave there. Let's have another look around for some more fossils. There's got to be a nice ammonite around here somewhere. Can often spend a long time just walking along looking and not find anything. Most often than not, I tend to come home empty-handed with no nice fossils. Doesn't look like there's too much here at the moment. I think I might head off further up the beach and have another look. Not been many fossils really on the first part of the beach, so I'm going to have a little walk further along. I'm sure there'll be a nice ammonite for us to find. There's a few more crushed ammonites just there. Pretty good size. Okay, so there's a really nice ammonite in this shot. Might be a bit easy to find, I'm not sure. Give you a few seconds to spot it. This fossil is right there. Looks like one which will just tap open so easily with the hammer. How about we go tap it open now? Got the ammonite here ready to open it up. I think with this one, I'm going to try my hammer and chisel. I'm just going to try and stabilise it right there. I'll get my tools and we'll open it up. Right, here we go. A little bit tricky trying to steady it. There we go. That looks like it's done the trick. Fingers crossed it's opened up pretty nicely though. So I've not seen inside yet either. Let's have a look. Oh, that's really good. Couldn't have gone much better. Little bit of rock in the centre which just came out. There we have it. Might as well give it a quick wash off in the water as well. It's come out perfect. It's been a nice little fossil hunt just there. Got that really nice ammonite at the end. And I also found this nodule, which has several ammonites inside. You can see it's got a nice, big, perfect ammonite around that edge. It's got at least 2 or 3 more complete ammonites in, of all different sizes. This is one we'll prepare at home with the proper tools. There's lots and lots of ammonites inside. If you were to hit this with a hammer, it would break at least the majority of the fossils inside, even if one came out perfect. It's definitely one that we need to use the proper tools for. All in all, it's been a pretty good look for fossils. And now let's have a little look at the special fossil at the end of the video. I'm back home now and time to have a look at the special fossil which I mentioned earlier in the video. Today we're going to be having a look at a Plesiosaur vertebra. We'll have a little look at it now and then I'll pick it up and show you around it. I've also got a smaller vertebra from a Plesiosaur to show you as well. And then we've also got a rib from the same Plesiosaur which I'll show how it articulates with the vertebra. So let's have a look at the vertebra first to begin with. Here's the vertebra, sat amongst a pile of ammonites. I'll have a slow pan around it so you can have a good look all the way around this incredible bone. Goes without saying that Plesiosaur vertebrae are very, very rare, especially to get in this condition, where it is almost completely perfect. Plesiosaurs are an extinct marine reptile, and they look very similar to the creature that's based around the Loch Ness Monster myth. Had 4 very big paddles and a really long neck, usually with a small head at the end. That's a nice look at the vertebra. You can see how complete and perfect it is, and the preservation is very, very good. Now we'll have a look at the other Plesiosaur vertebra and then show how the rib articulates with it. This vertebra is also from a Plesiosaur, however unfortunately is an example of when a bone erodes out and is quickly damaged by the natural erosion of the sea and the rain and bashing against other rocks. Very, very quickly the detail is just completely lost. It's almost always the case, so finding one where all of the detail is still present is really unusual. Now let's have a look at the rib. This is a rib we were lucky enough to find from the same Plesiosaur. Came out in quite a few pieces, we had to piece it back together. Still a little bit of restoration to take place, but it's almost fully prepared there. Still another half an hour to an hour of work left to do on this piece. Possibly even longer. Always surprises you how long fossil preparation ends up taking. And this is roughly where it would have fit onto the vertebra. That's a look at the vertebrae and the rib. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Finish off the video, here's a few clips I've put together of when the mist and fog descended down onto the cliffs where we'd been fossil hunting. We're not going to find any more fossils for the rest of the video, however, there's some really interesting and lovely scenery to have a look at. That's amazing!